Welcome, everybody. Ringside Beer Show, episode 43. It's your boy, Jay Smooth, and I'm here with the fellas.
Alex, what's up, guys? Welcome to another great episode of the Ringside Beer Show. I hope you guys had a fantastic week.
Yes, sir.
Weekend.
Yes.
Hope you guys had fun. And something's going on over here with our producer. What's going on? You crying or something? You missed us or something? What's up?
Thing hit me in the eye.
Here you go. Some eye drops. Got some eye drops on deck.
Not what that's for. Ow, that hurt my eye. Sorry.
It's for relief. It's for eye pain and relief.
And
I'm
relief.
good. I'm fine. I'll man it out.
Dang, I popped in the eye, huh?
Yeah.
By the mic.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, it's probably got mad how many times you wrapped your cord around your finger last episode.
I get fidgety. It's not my fault.
I saw that, dude. The entire episode, you were like,
Sorry.
The mic said, not this week.
I
Yeah.
feel like that pop of the eye was probably the equivalent to a Logan Paul jab. But we'll get into that later.
Let's get right into it, guys.
Ooh, wait.
Let's remind the viewers. Oh, look what we have here.
Plenty of things here today.
Yeah. The new can labels. These are the first round of batches. The second batches are going to go all the way to the top and bottom. And then the third batch is going to finally have the gold caps, the top and bottom. So
I say
This thing right here is
we
cold,
have
guys.
we have the very first production run of
And it's
the new,
nice and
the
cold.
Ringside Beer,
I think
cans.
I think Jay Smooth should taste it.
Let's see. Now around the electrical equipment.
Ooh, ASMR. I love it.
Y'all,
Okay,
you
okay.
fellas don't know how long I've been waiting for
Let's
this.
go. Let's nice and quiet. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Oh,
This hits.
Dale.
This hits. You know what? I'm going to be sipping on this all episode.
There you go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
There you go.
All right.
That's delicious, dude. That's pretty
Before we forget, we have an announcement for our viewers. We
Yes.
still are doing the art giveaway. Winner will be announced on our next episode. So we still have
Yup.
1 week left. All right, guys?
Dude, you got 1 week left to drop that hashtag Stockton Slap on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, on any of our platforms. We are looking to give this sucker away, all right? For free.
For free. All right, guys.
Sorry, guys, I'm a little hype. I'm just so excited that I get to taste this. This is so good,
Oh,
bro.
finally, right?
I'm hype, bro. I'm hype.
I know it's been a long time overdue, but we finally have it. We're gonna do the photo shoots and everything with them, so we're excited.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys. All right, let's get into some current events. This is more because we had a little light week. I feel there wasn't that much current events in MMA or boxing that made major news. Some of them were more fight announcements, I guess you would say.
Yeah, I
right?
would say it would be a little more on the fight announcement side.
So let's go with the first one. Kelvin Gastelum agrees to replace Paulo Costa in the August 21st main event against Jared Cannonier.
Dude, this guy Kelvin just continuously shines. He outstands everybody. He's willing to step in there on doesn't matter how many fight losing streak. He's willing to put it all on the line. Make sure that his legacy is known, that he's there at any time the UFC needs against the best and the highest quality opponents.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Paulo Costa. I don't know what happened, why he was pulled or why he was replaced. But I do have a couple of his tweets that he was mentioning after this fight got announced, after the UFC announced that Kevin Gastelum was stepping in for Paulo Costa.
I think it does give us an idea of why he did pull out. Wasn't injury related. So let's get into the tweets. So Paulo Costa says, UFC needs to pay me as a main fighter to have me fighting in main events. YouTubers are showing all disgrace on this business. Just to be clear, I never signed or locked up that contract. Why UFC announced this fight if I didn't sign? My question too.
I have noticed UFC will announce a fight to put pressure on the fighter to be like, oh, if you don't take it, it looks like you pulled out of it.
It is a good approach. That's a great
Damn.
tactic in order to kind of bully somebody into that type of it's like bully ball. You know, you're gonna do what I want, so I'm gonna pressure you. I'm gonna put that public notice on you.
Yeah.
But Paulo Costa is low key doing the right thing if it's about this money, because the only thing you can do is offer your services, right? Like all you can do is offer your services. And at the end of the day, if you don't feel you're fairly being compensated, pull a John Jones.
What's the thing? We're going off his last fight, which was Adesanya, Israel Adesanya. So
Which was a bad performance.
which was a horrible performance because all he did was just stand there and wait to counter Adesanya. Adesanya was got him with the leg chops
And we talked about that. That was like what, almost 2 years ago.
almost right, a year and a half almost
Yeah, I would say it's closer to a year and a half.
So he
yeah.
hasn't fought in 2 years, and he's asking to be paid
for a main event.
for a main event.
Technically, well, he's only lost one fight and it was towards it was to Adesanya.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough that like, hey, we want more. Like, hey, I want more money, but like, dude, you haven't fought. And the last fight you fought, you left a sour taste in all MMA fighters. So
Sounds like Yoel Romero.
yeah,
And
kind
it
of like
happens in that division.
yeah. I don't know, but
I guess.
I feel like I still don't know what
I'm
happened.
a little on the fence on that side. I think, yes, if you want to be considered a main event fighter and you are fighting in these main events multiple times, that should kind of bump your pay a little, right? Because the whole show is dependent on your performance, in all honesty. So I think that he does have a valid point, like, hey, you want me to be a main event fighter? Don't pay me like a Ultimate Fighter, you know? Like, I should be on some sort of other pay scale, other pay grade. But he was asking for like 350. Yeah, bro, good luck, dude. Like, there's no way. You don't even generate that many pay-per-view buys. So
he's asking for $350K?
there was a tweet that I seen. He was like, you know, if you're paying me less than 350, you know, it's a shame. And in all honesty, nah, dude, if you're making 350, like, you're one of the very unique few and far between cats that are getting paid that.
You know what's sad? That's in the UFC though. Like we'll get into this whole UFC pay thing, but it's something to talk about because this going into it. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley got announced last week as well.
Yeah,
this made big hype through the fight world. But it's Jake Paul finally got a real fighter.
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley.
We will acknowledge right now that Tyron Woodley is a wrestler. Okay.
Yes.
He's a wrestler before a striker, but he has striking. Much more than Ben Askren.
Oh, absolutely.
Much more than any other opponent he's ever faced. And he's also from the streets. So, like, there's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. Now, my issue with this fight is Tyron Woodley does not throw combos.
He throws counters, but he will sprint.
Counters.
I feel like with Tyron Woodley just fighting for so many years, I think his professional career, he started when he was like, 17?
Young, in the streets.
Yeah. So I feel like just experience will outplay Jake Paul. And even he's only been training, 3 years boxing?
Yeah.
Jake Paul. So I got Tyron Woodley. This is almost like if you want to double up your money, this is pretty easy right here. Tyron Woodley all day.
You would think, right? But I mean, unfortunately, people have a price tag on taking a fall. I don't think Tyron Woodley's that guy, right? I don't think so.
Heck no, because they have Jake Paul put in his contract, if I lose, I get an immediate rematch right away. So,
and, I mean, I don't know. You just never know at the end of the day. Excuse me. Got the hops. Excuse me. At the end of the day, you know, these guys really have a price tag. So, I don't know. You really don't know. And it's so early in Jake Paul's fight career, and he has a multiple fight contract with Showtime now. It's kind of concerning, and that makes me feel like there may be some sort of play involved. But at the end of the day, I would love for Tyron Woodley to just prove me wrong in that sense and actually knock this dude out. And I don't want to see it done in the first 5 seconds. I want to see him get tagged, you know?
You want Tyron Woodley to piece Jake Paul
I would
up?
I would love for Jake Paul to get worked in there and actually, you know, get put into some controversy, to some actual like issues where he doesn't know how to respond. I want to see, you know, when he gets hit in the mouth real hard and is actually like concerned, you know? That's what I want to see.
That's what I think is going to happen. I think Tyron Woodley is about to put all the hands on Jake Paul.
Because Tyron got a big right hand, bro. like a big one.
Yeah.
But this is for everyone that's saying like, oh, Tyron Woodley's on a losing streak. He's lost 4 or 5 straight in a row. Yeah, to top 5 fighters that are mainly wrestlers like Kamaru Usman. You know, he's lost to a rib injury. What was that? The last fight?
Yeah, he had a
So
broken
a
rib, I
lot of
believe.
them weren't even because he got KO'd. It was more because they got taken down and got controlled on those.
And it was also in the sport of MMA. This is now a fresh start in boxing. He's 0-0. So going into this, he's not on a losing streak. He doesn't have that mentality. His mentality is, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to show my boxing skills. He's been working on his boxing skills.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's a real competitor, and I'm excited to see what he has to bring to the table. This is the most qualified opponent Jake Paul can get at this time.
Absolutely. And give credit to Jake Paul. He didn't have to take this fight. He could have cherry-picked someone else completely, a lot easier. Doesn't have doesn't have that much of a fighting background career.
Right.
No, he wants real fighters. Okay, you're about to get a real fighter. Damn, I hope he does well, to be honest. I hope Jake Paul does okay.
I don't.
You don't think so?
No, it's not that I don't think so. I just hope he doesn't do well. It just doesn't. I am more on the side of the purity, the purist. I really don't think that somebody who's this amateur should come into the game and be rewarded with, this type of like luxury. It just doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem genuine, and it kind of diminishes the actual hard work that a lot of people have to do to get to that point. Like Conor McGregor was at the peak of his career when he got the option to fight Floyd Mayweather. The only reason why this fight even happened is because of the dude sitting to my left. At the end of the day, it's kind of like a pride thing. Like, hey, my sport versus your sport. This graphic looks amazing. Let's see, what the buzz is like. And the buzz just took off, bro. And now it's like been manipulated to YouTubers and like the Austin McBroom fight. I'm going to watch it because my fiance watches the Ace Family. Shout out to them. I respect everything that they got going on. But they're riding the wave with this boxing thing, And it's a good way to get a quick cash grab, It's a legal robbery. But, like, you're not taking my money. I'm not paying for that. I'm just not paying for that. I'm not going to contribute to this. I would pay for Conor McGregor versus Floyd too. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. Competitive, Not Floyd Mayweather in his 40s, going 8 rounds with Logan Paul, who's 30 pounds heavier and 10 inches taller. I don't really want to see something like that because Floyd's. Well, we'll get into it, but Floyd still, it's not competitive. It's not competitive. You know what I mean?
But that's what he's asking for. He wants a real fighter. He's paying Tyron Woodley, and Tyron Woodley has 0 complaints about the money. He's making more.
He don't give a
He
damn
tripled
about the
his
bread.
income in like one fight. So
He did.
compared to any of his UFC fights.
Yeah. So
And if he knocks out Jake Paul, the opportunities for him open up.
well,
he
will have a immediate rematch number 2 and get even more money off of that. So so do I think Tyron Woodley's going to go easy on him, knowing if he knocks him out, you have another big
Hell
payday on
nah.
that? Hell no. So,
knock him out.
So that's why I'm like, dude, Jake Paul, you just awoken a beast, and he's after his 2 paydays right now.
Yeah. Well, you just guaranteed him 2 paydays, basically.
Exactly.
So I'm excited to see that. Tyron Woodley, put on for the sport, put on for the people. We here at Ringside Beer, we rooting for you.
Ooh,
There you
go. All right. Right here we have a tweet from Jake Paul. You want to take this one?
Absolutely. Jake Paul says, "It's official. I have a list of people I plan on knocking out. And as I enter my 4th pro fight, I'm excited to cross the first one off the list by challenging myself against Tyron Woodley, a 5-time UFC champion known for his knockout power. Tyron ran his mouth a little too much in the locker room when I knocked out his best friend Ben and earned himself a top spot on the Problem Child's death list. Tyron is a seasoned striker who has fought the best MMA fighters in the world, but will be dropped by a Disney teen star in 2 rounds. Maybe this time Dana White will actually be a man of his word and put his money to the former champion instead of trying to undermine my success like a jealous ex. Influencer versus MMA. Let's get it on. It's Showtime boxing."
Oh, man. Dude, let's be real. Jake Paul can promote a fight.
Yo,
He knows how to promote a fight.
that's where they thrive best, bro.
Yes. He knows how to create a viral moment, especially when he snatched that hat from Mayweather, because you never know that might lead into a fight with him. and create a bigger
And
payday.
I love the approach that he went and got that tattooed on him, because that's like something I would do. Like, it's just all about experiences when it comes to the tattoos, such as this one. Sheesh, 2020 World Series champions. That's why I got a tattoo, because it's an experience I seen in my lifetime. It means so much to me. So I respect what Jake Paul did with the gotcha hat tattoo, because I would have did the same thing, bro. It's an experience that, like, literally in your lifetime that only can happen one time.
Oh, yeah. And you made a thing out of it, which is crazy. You're the first person to snatch Mayweather's hat. It was funny as ever,
Hey,
bro.
these fools are going for the title of the King of Cringe. So, Hudo, you better step it up, dog.
Step it up, man. Where's your other little snake that you want to smack in the face off? Shoot.
Oh,
All right, right here we have Tyron Woodley on fighting Jake Paul. He says, easiest fight of my career and biggest purse of my career all in one night. Basically, they brought me in to take out the trash. I can't wait to shut his bitch or is that bitch ass up?
Shut this bitch up.
Bitch up. This is getting done for the culture, the whole MMA community and boxing community to rid this guy of combat sports.
Tyron Woodley,
Tyron
the
Woodley.
Exterminator.
Dang.
It's about to come through and clean the house of these roaches.
And Jake Paul on fighting against Tyron Woodley, he says, Tyron's a seasoned striker who has fought the best MMA fighters in the world, but will be dropped by a Disney teen star in 2 rounds.
2 rounds?
That was probably the most impactful thing that he said, because that would be real upsetting if it really happened, right?
Oh my God! Can you
Like,
imagine
that'd be pretty upsetting.
the memes, the posters, the videos that are going to come out?
There'd be some memes of Mickey Mouse
Oh
with some
my
gloves
God.
on. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro,
like
yeah,
Disney raises some killers. But I really don't believe that this is going to be Jake Paul's night. I feel is going to be the turnaround and the end of this. I think what happened with Logan Paul, that's it for him after this Floyd Mayweather stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. But I think after that, nah, man. I think this is towards the end of their
That was like a
shenanigans.
one and done, yeah.
They've peaked. They're reaching their maximum potential of how much money they can make, and now they got to go explore other avenues. That's what I think is going to happen.
That's true.
Jake Paul goes a little more into depth on these shenanigans here, and he says there's a movement moving forward that is going to show that fighters should be getting paid more. It's unfair. The UFC fighters don't have fair pay. Out of all the sports, the percentage that owners get versus the athlete, they're the lowest. Francis Ngannou versus John Jones, that fight should happen. Dana White, pay them the $10 million. He's taking their money. They're the ones making the content. They're the ones getting in the ring, risking their life.
Damn it.
Dude, when he makes a point, he makes a point, dude.
That's true.
No, this is literally the best approach that this guy has. Like, he knows how to sell a fight. He knows what gets the people talking. He knows the hot trigger points. And I feel like it's unfortunate that this is what it's taking to get these fighters paid more, because it really feels like they're disrespecting the sport. It upsets me half the time seeing half this stuff going on, because it's just not necessary, and it's all. I feel like it leaves a nasty taste in everybody's mouth. Well, at the end of the day, if it does result into these guys getting more fighter pay, I'm all for it. I want John Jones to get paid. I want him to have that $30 million. You want to know why? Because if he's getting paid $30 million, he's going to come out here and he's going to put on the show of a lifetime. He's never been paid that much. That's how you reward people. That's how you incentivize people. You want us to do better? Pay us, It's the cheese and the rat race,
Hit it right on the head,
yeah,
dude.
we're dangle that stuff in front of us, and we gon' it's just how it goes, bro.
Are they going to twitch or something? What
Hey,
gonna,
you put
they're
the
gonna be
ringside beer
convulsing
in
right
front,
there.
I'm gonna try to drink it.
Oh, my God.
This is how it
Let's
goes.
do it, man. Let's do
There
it.
we go.
Well, speaking of some ringside beer, this episode is brought to you, of course, by Ringside Beer.
Yes, sir. Ringside Beer, since 2012, committed to bringing five fans quality lagers and ales. Ringside Beer is proud to offer fresh beer in both 16-ounce cans and on draft. Look for a flagship American-style lager, Irish-style red ale, or any of our other beers in your area. Get in touch at ringsidebeer.com. Get in the ring. Be ringside. Ringside Beer. Sip, 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 sip.
Yo, so let's get into some fight recaps. We had 2 events that happened over the weekend. First one was UFC Vegas 28, which was headlined by Rozenstruik versus Sakai.
Yes, sir.
All right. What did you guys think of the fight? It ended pretty quickly, I'm just saying.
It was
Well,
a
and
bona fide heavyweight fight.
Yes.
It was a classic heavyweight fight in the sense that both guys are not the most athletic, both guys are not the most technical, but both guys are strong, and it showed that, it was going to end early either way. But it didn't really show that, like, these guys are at the top of the division. I wasn't really looking forward to this fight because there's not much significance. I think Rozenstruik still has a long way to go before he's, at the top of that contender list again. Sakai had the ability to try to take that limelight from him, but there wasn't much to grab there. So I thought it was a good alternative to watching the Sunday fight. So, like, if you didn't want to watch the Sunday fight, you'd watch the Saturday fight, and Sunday was for whatever else you wanted to do.
So I think Rozenstruik, I kind of disagree. I think he put himself back in talks for either number 1 or number 2 contender to fight for the belt outside of who do we have right now? Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou. And then you got John
Stipe,
Jones willing to cut. I think he could fight Stipe because Derek Lewis is tied up, Francis Ngannou is tied up, and Rozenstruik's top 5 right now?
Yeah.
So him versus Stipe would make sense.
That's the more logical route.
Okay.
That is the definitely logical route. I guess I'm just a harder guy to please. I think it's really a rat race between 3 fellas right now, which is Stipe, John, and Francis. I think Derek Lewis is in the discussion. I would love for him to take the belt from Francis.
Dude, watch he get it, dude.
Bro, I wouldn't be mad, and I'm honestly kind of going for Derek Lewis, in all honesty. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ngannou maintains and retains that belt and is able to kind of hold down the division for a little bit until John Jones comes or until Stipe gets back in there. But I don't know, man. I guess I'm a harder guy to please.
I guess. I don't know. Not
like
me,
foreplay.
man. Not me. I saw that fight ended in the first round with 1 second to spare, and Rozenstruik landed that vicious right and dropped Sakai. I was screaming, dude. I'm very easily pleased, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You like going straight in. Remember that conversation back in the previous podcast?
Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or one of those.
Probably in all of them. We'll talk about it. This guy likes the knockouts, and I like seeing some competitive back and forth, the build-up. But at the end of the day, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him against a Stipe. If, in fact, John doesn't get that fight and, John's still on the sidelines and Derek Lewis actually gets an Ngannou fight, you can run that. And I wouldn't be too mad.
Who else will be a contender then? Like, I'm trying to think, who else could compete with Rozenstruik right now if it's not one of the guys we just mentioned?
I really don't know. Let's check out the rankings in that division, which I'm pulling up right now.
Oh, no, I'm just asking if you had any.
Oh, me? I didn't watch the fight.
Okay.
I was doing other stuff on Saturday.
Ooh.
It's all good.
We'll leave that up for the mind to wander, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Gain's ranked 3. Blades is ranked 4.
Whoa. Gain is ranked number 3 in the heavyweight division?
Well, we all know UFC does not update their website more than often. It needs to be updated. But Gain's ranked 3 in the division. Blades is ranked 4. Volkov is ranked 5. I'm shooketh. That's
what?
insane. Yeah. This might be like 2 months outdated.
Okay, I was gonna say, what's
Damn.
Rozenstruik right now?
They're
He has to be. Oh, he's 6.
6.
So then he could fight Volkov. That'd be a nice one.
Damn.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because everyone else is all tied up. I mean, I'm trying to think who's his next opponent.
That
could
just
be.
doesn't feel right. That don't feel right. That feels like this happened 2 months ago.
I just saw something I shouldn't have seen.
This feels like like I'm living in the past.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
All right.
That's so
Well, let's get into the bragging fight of Sunday. It wasn't it marketed like that? It was like
it was the bragging rights
fight.
fight.
The bragging rights fight.
But I just wanted to ask one simple question: what exactly are we bragging about?
I don't know. I mean,
I just want to know.
all right. So we found out there was no official winner. I can't believe we made that $5
No official
bet.
winner. No official judges. I mean, at the end of the day, who did you think won?
I mean,
Floyd.
True. If my money's on it, I'll say Logan won that, but
Because he
really-
survived.
because he survived. But no, realistically, Mayweather
moral
won that.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was excited to see what the shenanigans were. I was real disappointed in Floyd's performance. I felt he looked
Really?
aged.
He hasn't
let me
fought
get
in
into it.
like 5 years.
Well,
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm
didn't.
saying. Let me get into it. Like, I feel like he looked aged. I felt he looked rusty. I felt he looked like he wasn't willing to throw more than a 1 or 2 punch combo. He was just looking to stick and move. And then when he got hit by Logan Paul's punches, it was like they didn't do anything, but he still wasn't trying to get hit by it. To me, it was like once you ate that and you know you could eat that, you should have went in for the kill. They tried to say, like Brendan Schaub, I saw a video of Brendan Schaub stating that when he went to the back and was talking to Logan Paul after, like, oh, in the, the 4th, 5th, and the 6th, that's all he had for you, and you survived it, that's a moral win. And it's like,
That dude has no.
I honestly don't think the 4th, 5th, and the 6th was all Mayweather had. Those combinations weren't there. If he was to put together some crazy type of combinations, some 4, 5, 6, something, I think Logan Paul would have been overwhelmed and tapped out. I think he would have got punch drunk,
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know.
a theory he got knocked out and Floyd was holding him up.
Oh, really?
He did though.
There's a theory.
That
I
wasn't
don't
the
think-
theory. He went limp. At least from the videos, I saw like 3
I
different.
mean, it might have
Yeah,
hurt,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think he was
I
out.
saw like different angles, and it just looked like he
went.
hit him, and he went limp, and he was just grabbing him.
Yeah, he did.
And that's
Oh,
when
Mayweather was holding him up?
Yeah, so everyone just automatically knew that it was a fixed fight because I mean,
Well, you can't really knock. I think it was like no knockouts in the.
well, he knocked him out.
No, knockouts were okay. They
accident.
said knockouts were okay.
Oh, they said knockouts were okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did knock
I
him out
don't-
because he went limp.
The way Floyd fights, he takes the first 3 rounds always off. Always.
Yeah, he does.
He just gives them to you. So you can do whatever you want, and then he'll come back and start boxing with you. But, I mean, because I saw a bunch of the highlights. I saw the biggest moment where Logan was able to back up Floyd Mayweather. And, of course, if you have 40 pounds on your opponent, you can easily back up your opponent, even though he is a pro-level boxer. Logan Paul, I mean, I guess I would say just rushed him. Just bum
Did
rushed him,
he
you know?
show you anything that surprised you?
No.
I thought
The
his
only reason I
form-
entertained the $5 bet was just kind of like, oh, hey, you know what?
for shits and giggles.
For shits and
I
giggles.
think his form was disgusting. Like, honestly, I think I throw a better punch than Logan Paul does. Jake Paul has a way better form, for sure. But Logan Paul threw some that was just like some stuff you see in a backyard brawl. It was just coming from weird angles. It just didn't feel like right, And anytime he touched Floyd Mayweather, it's like, where's the 40-pound difference, dude? Because you didn't hurt this guy, Even though some landed square on the face, I don't feel that they were damaging at all. Like Floyd
Yeah.
just smiled.
Well,
through it all.
Logan Paul doesn't even have a win in his boxing career. He has a loss to KSI and a draw to KSI and 0 wins. And
Who the fuck is that guy?
And then another YouTuber. I know. You couldn't win a fight with another YouTuber. So
Oh God,
And then-
I loved it.
obviously, Mayweather, I was like, dude, he's going to entertain the fight. He knows he's at 0 risk of getting knocked out. Yes, so just entertain it. Make him seem like Logan Paul won the first 3. And, there's discussions like, oh, yeah, Logan Paul won the fight.
He did say that he wanted to put on a show.
That was it.
He did mention he's a grandpa.
Yeah.
And
he didn't train for this. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is where I was just disappointed. It was just like I kind of expected more out of Floyd Mayweather. I felt like he was going to give us pure fans a little more damage. But it seemed
you
like
were
he,
expecting a KO from him?
yeah, bro, I really did because like he went overseas and he KO'd that young cat who was a kickboxer, and who was like half his size. He went and put him out. That's the approach I thought they were going to take. They was going to be a little more violent and a little more aggressive. But no, it was a money grab. It was way worse than a Conor money grab because at least the Conor was more competitive. That Conor uppercut that landed was way more vicious than any punch Logan Paul could ever do to Floyd Mayweather.
That is true.
And then they wanted to try to mention that they're going to run it back again. Like, come on, dude.
Oh,
Let's call it a night.
Oh, Floyd wants it again. He wants that smoke.
Nah, Floyd
He
wants,
wants that
money.
payday, yeah.
Floyd wants that one.
I mean, dude, when you can beat everyone with ease, Why not? Take all that money.
Yeah, but you ain't taking my money.
But you saw the fight, right, Hector?
No.
No. I'm trying to.
Why would I want to? No.
Because we're talking about boxing and it's Hector's boxing corner.
No, this isn't boxing. This is an embarrassment to the sport.
Oh.
So no, I would rather have hyenas eat my eyeballs than watch this.
Ooh.
I would rather be in a pool full of hungry piranhas than watch this fight.
Damn.
I can't agree.
I would rather watch this fight than be in the pool.
Then you're wasting your money because that was an.
Oh no, we got.
Hey, nobody said we paid. Nobody said we didn't.
Oh yeah,
pay.
that's right. You sent
Nobody said we
you
didn't.
Sent me that
pay.
link. You sent me that. You sent us that link. I still didn't watch it for free.
I did. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did not acknowledge that statement.
I did not acknowledge.
By saying it out loud, you pretty much acknowledged it.
I didn't acknowledge nothing.
Speculations.
It's all speculations from here.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, no.
So, all right, we have some fighters. I got the heavyweight champion of the UFC tweeting. He says it's crazy to think that Logan Paul 0-1, 0 wins, 1 loss, just made $20 million on a boxing exhibition. What are we doing wrong? And this was not just
signing the wrong contracts.
Yeah, it wasn't just him. There was multiple other fighters, MMA fighters. I saw some other MMA fighters saying like, "Hey, are there any YouTubers out there? Because UFC is not paying me as much. I'll fight a YouTuber right now,
bro. Hey,
I'll take any YouTuber.
Jay Smooth, catch him on YouTube. Nah, but
crazy,
there might be one guy that needs the hands from Jay Smooth. And his name is Andrew Rio. Stay tuned. We might have some putazos.
Dang, use this legal name, bro. Shoot.
Hey, bro. I just want to make sure that people know who's getting these hands. This one and this one, boy.
Wait, what now?
Oh, he didn't even tell. We were talking behind the scenes, but
let's speak a little bit about. Let's see what the people want to see. So in the spirit of all these YouTubers versus boxers, we wanted to keep it a little more classic. YouTubers versus somebody that ain't on YouTube, but he for sure ain't a boxer. So I got a homie who wants to do a weight cut because he's gaining a little weight, and he said the only way he's going to be motivated is if he has a fight that he has to weight cut for. And we've been talking about this fight for years. We've mentioned it on the previous podcast. I think I'm cool with that because I know he ain't going to hit me in the mouth. That was my biggest concern, right? I'm not trying to mess up the pearly whites. I don't think he's going to get me. What? You people, let me know if you want to see Jay Smooth versus Drew. That's the fight to make 2022 January. Let's run it.
All right, for the people, you mentioned Drew ain't going to touch your pearly whites. Is it because he can't hit you there, or is it he's nice, he's not going to go violent on you?
No, nowhere near like he's going to try to go easy on me or he doesn't want to hurt me. No, he's going to come in with malicious intent, and I'm going to be the Floyd Mayweather of the ducking and dodging. And I'm about to give him.
Wow. Give him what?
3-piece and a soda.
3-piece and a soda. Give him how many hands?
3-piece and a ringside beer.
And a ringside beer.
So it can go down nice and smooth, boy. You know what I'm saying? The left and the right. That's the derecha y izquierda. I just didn't want to mess it up. Izquierda, derecha. Maybe mix it up, but either way.
Left
the puro manos, bro. The puro manos.
Puros manos. I would be entertained. If you wanted to do that.
And we wouldn't even charge a pay-per-view.
I would make the poster for you guys.
Oh my God, bro, it's on.
And we'd have it.
And if whoever's watching says, Alex, who cares if you make the poster? I used to do the posters for the UFC. All right, so calm down. All right.
No, that would be like literally that'd probably be the best poster on my resume. The best one so far right now is the Ringside beer ones. Check them out. But that right there would be. I just would get that framed. I would love to get that
face
framed.
off. You and Drew.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
I'd sign it, and it might be the first NFT. Yeah. Check it out, guys.
You can do the whole boxing thing for it too, like they had on HBO.
It also reminds me when we used to do the backyard boxing at your house when we did that. Remember me and Billy?
Oh, when Billy knocked you out, yeah.
He didn't knock me out. He dropped. I think we might have to have a undercard rematch on that one.
Yeah. Hey, that could be the co-main.
I'm just saying
that could be the co-main.
That could be the co-main.
There were witnesses. It was me. It was my dad, My sisters were all watching.
Dude, you guys had just watered that grass, that slippery, slushy grass in the back.
Sounds like the fight
Yeah.
that last weekend that happened. It was pouring rain up in there, and they had to bring out towels. It was a shit show from no other. Yo, Chad Ochocinco, though. Let's speak a little bit about that. Yo, Chad Ochocinco. Just for a second, that way we won't get off track too much.
Yeah.
Chad Ochocinco looked amazing for a football player to go out there and to actually box. He was able to stick and move. He was throwing combos. He was doing his thing out there. He did get dropped. But I didn't expect nothing less.
But he won the fight, didn't he?
There was no winners.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know he was fighting.
I thought
I would give him the win, though, because it seemed like through the first, towards the end, that one knockdown would be the factor. But he was winning the rounds. He was winning the rounds against somebody who actually boxed, who actually was in bare knuckle, who actually had some sort of resume to be there. Not the most legitimate fighter, but is actually meant to be there.
Yo, it's he's the one who made the $50K bet with Masvidal and lost. And I think he got this fight to get his money back, right?
He got paid $50K for that fight?
No, he probably got more. Boxers make more than that, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro. Their paydays are, ridiculous.
Yeah. If Logan Paul made $20 million to fight Floyd Mayweather, and Mayweather, I'm
crazy.
assuming made close to 100.
Yeah.
Just for this one? He made close to 100 or
He
something?
said 100.
100?
Yeah.
I'll do it for $150,000.
Dana
Right
White.
now.
Dana White, learn from boxing, bro. Pay your fighters.
No, Dana White got a great platform. He's going to either get with it or get lost. We got the Ultimate Fighter. We got the Contender Series. We got Looking for a Fight. I got all these young cats out here that ain't making jack squat. They fight for a living. They're willing to come in here and take some shots and give some shots for way less than this guy. And you're on a 2-fight losing streak and you're asking for more money. Get out of my face with all that.
You know what?
Dana White, keep doing what you're doing.
I got the perfect play. Let's say I'm the heavyweight champ or whatever. Let's say I'm the champ in a certain weight class.
Mm-hmm.
Go work at McDonald's and take a photo and be like, hey, I'm not getting paid enough. I got to work here to cover my ends meet.
Yeah, bro.
And watch how fast you get a raise.
Yeah. Oh,
The watch.
100%, bro.
It's happened
Because
before.
you would make the business look so bad. The fact that Stipe doesn't make enough money to
This is what happened.
to not even be willing to not be a firefighter, right? Like they should be getting paid so much money that I'm not gonna go be a firefighter. I'm not gonna work any type of job. I'm making enough money to just train and just live a good life. That's time away from his family. If you know anything about firefighters, they're literally gone for a week at a time, and then they come back for a couple of days. Then they go for a week at a time. They live at the fire station. This is time away from his kids and his wife. Yeah. He's not making enough money, and he was the greatest heavyweight of all time at his peak. Yeah. So, in all honesty, these are the plots and the plays that you got to do in order to get paid.
That's what I would do.
And it really kind of sucks. Now, this is where I differentiate the pay. You're John Jones. You've defended your belt 14-plus times or whatever it is. You're the greatest fighter of all time. You deserve to get paid. Paulo Acosta, shut the hell up, bro. You don't deserve to get paid, dog. You know what I'm saying? Go win a fight and then come back and talk to us.
That's what I'm saying. You have to.
There's levels,
you
dog.
You have to play ball with the company you're working at, right?
Unless you're Conor McGregor. Well, except for right now. But the old Conor McGregor, Amanda Nunes. These fighters, they got so much pull, they could do what they want. But you got to win fights.
Yeah. But it's crazy, but it's like I feel like it's so easy. I see the writing on the wall. It's like, okay, you don't want to pay me enough? Okay, cool. I'm going to be known as a fighter that works here because I can't cover my ends meet because of this other job.
That's crazy, bro. So pretty much UFC is like a part-time job for most of these fighters too.
Well, that is the approach, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
It's an opportunity, and Dana White says it all the time. This is an opportunity.
Okay,
an opportunity.
When does the
And
opportunity
it's one
become
fight at a
bigger than
time.
that?
Remember,
have to be
you guys remember country boy Roy Nelson?
Yep.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He's the one who he wins, he goes like this after the fight.
On the Ultimate Fighter,
Dude
beat up Brendan Schaub.
Yes.
Dude had the dopest mullet of all time, by the way.
So I looked into the salaries and how much they made, right? And I made just as much as him competing in the UFC.
Shut the hell up, bro.
I'm not even lying.
How many times did you get punched in the face?
Not once.
Oh, that's...
You know what's crazy?
You might have a little arthritis, a little back pain, but I'll take that over getting punched in the mouth.
So it's like when you look at like how much graphic designers get paid from the UFC, I was like, oh, cool, this is quite a bit. And if this was my full time, then I would be getting way more. But it's when I compared it to how much the fighters are making, I'm like, yo, I get paid almost as much or just more than some of the entry level UFC fighters.
Oh, that's sad.
That's amazing for you, and that's so horrible for them because
Yeah.
it's. In all honesty, what we all get paid is not enough. It's never enough.
Yeah.
We are all striving to get paid more. In this game of life, the goal is the money. It's the cheese, And I really understand business in the aspect of for profit, but at a certain point, you have to invest into your product, your employees, your perception. You have to invest in that. It takes money to make money. And if you invest into your fighters, you incentivize them more. And I'm only looking at this from a job aspect, right? Putting myself in an employer's shoes or in an employee's shoes. I'm incentivized by money, right? I left one job to go to another because I couldn't take tips at one. I'm getting tips at the other. That is the goal. I got a wedding to pay for. These people got kids and stuff.
Normally, you would have sponsors on your shorts, but because of the Reebok deal, they weren't allowed to have their own personal sponsors on there. Yeah. After the Reebok, I think they just ended the Reebok deal, so now they have Venom. Is it the same deal with Venom? You can't have any other sponsors on there?
There's no sponsors on the shorts. None. And that takes away the individuality of the fighters. And it sucks because at the end of the day, this is just a game of life. Ow, that really hurt. Scab. This is just a game of life. Unfortunately, some of us thrive a little more than others. Sometimes we have a better personality. Sometimes we're a little more outgoing. Sometimes we're
sorry
a little
to cut you off.
Can
you put the mic? I can't even.
Sometimes we're a little easier to talk to. At the end of the day, you should be rewarded for those things, right? If you are in fear of talking to people or you have these things that prevent you from being outgoing, you should probably work on those things, and that way you get more rewarded. This is a rewarded-based system, and we can't have a fair system where everybody gets the same because then more people are going to have to work harder. That's just not how it goes. You should be incentivized for standing out. You should be incentivized for being one of a kind, and you should have that individuality. That's why I think they should bring back the sponsors. Let these people make more money. You're gonna see so much better performances when people are getting paid more. It's just how it goes.
You can't even put on your your banner anymore, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Remember that banner you used to
call that
over the fence? Yeah,
that was a big thing. I mean, back in Little League, you see the banner of all the sponsors in the background. That was the goal. You wanted to be on there. We want to see Ringside Beer and the Ringside Beer Show all over everything. We want to be able to sponsor things, and that takes money. It takes time. It takes individuality. We are building a brand that is individual, and we want to stand out, and we want to be compensated. So this is why we put out the best quality content. Number 1 MMA and boxing podcast.
There we go. Great way to wrap it up, dude.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, no, you were going to add to it?
No, I was just going to ask, so when is the opportunity come for fighters that aren't, major star level coming to them?
When you put together some wins, 5 wins, 6 wins, you take out somebody that's in the top 10, in the top 15, you are rewarded on performance. At the end of the day, you want the best of the best, right? If you're an employer, you're looking for the best employee, not even for the best bang for your buck. You want to be able to pay this guy, in my opinion, you would want to be able to pay this guy. It takes money to make money. The more you invest into your brand, the bigger that brand's going to be. Just how it goes.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
If my former employee would have invested more time and more effort into me.
Tell him. You got a chance.
Crap, bro.
You got a chance. Tell him how it is.
I would have been probably the best cat that walked that bank. And I'll say what kind of job it was. But at the end of the day, I
said bank, dude.
You know what I'm saying? I'll say it. I was out there slanging bread. You wanted some money? I give it to you. And you would have a great experience.
Yo, because it's in your bank account.
But you would have the best experience with me. You would come in and you would actually look forward to seeing me. That is the experience that comes with it. But I don't have that brand tattooed across my forehead. You want to know why? Because they didn't pay me for that. If they would, I'd probably do it.
Dude.
Ringside Beer right here.
Let's do it. Let's get into it, man. Fights this weekend. The big pay-per-view, UFC 263. Is happening. Third fight from the main event is Edwards versus Diaz.
Yes, sir.
Banger.
5-round event, dude.
We still have the giveaway.
We
All
still
right,
got
so
the
go ahead
giveaway.
and enter Stockton Slap.
Hashtag.
Co-main event. Figueredo versus Moreno 2. This was fight of the year back in 2020 to close off 2020.
And Figueredo says that he was not 100%. So
Didn't he say he was sick or something like that?
Yeah, he says he had some things that were hindering his success. So now he's gonna come back and he said he's gonna knock out Brandon Moreno. But por mi gente, I'm going Brandon Moreno.
Moreno. Dude, this is going to be a good fight. I'm actually looking forward to this co-main event kind of more than the main event. I don't know why. I'm just feeling...
Because we've already seen this main event.
Yeah. Which was the Adesanya's debut fight versus Vettori. They're running it back one more time because Vettori finally beat everyone he needed to beat to get the rematch with Adesanya.
I guess. I guess.
Uh,
You beat Kevin Holland, who was coming off a losing streak. I guess. I'm not amazed by this main event. I think this is Adesanya playing with his food at this point. He either has to go down a division or he has to try to go back up to light heavyweight. He's got to try one or the other. I don't think this is playing with your food at this point.
Credit to Vettori, though. The first fight went to split decision, and it went to Adesanya when some people thought it should have gone to Vettori.
That is
That's like why
that is the topic of this entire fight. You know, this is why this is happening again, and I can understand that. But in all honesty, look at what Adesanya has done since then, right? And then look at what Vettori has done since then. I truly believe Adesanya has blossomed as a fighter. He's at a certain point in his life where he's at certain levels, and I don't see Vettori being able to compensate for what Adesanya brings to the table.
Now, Adesanya is coming off a loss to light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz. I think I'm saying it right, but Vettori, he could catch Adesanya. That's his best chance. Catch Adesanya and shock the world.
We've heard that
KO?
before.
KO. Maybe.
Same with Nate Diaz. He has that same chance.
Yeah. Shoot. All right. First of all, main event. Who do you guys got? Right away.
And still.
And still? You're
Underdog.
going for Vettori?
Yeah. Only because I saw that fight with you when he fought that one guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he did pretty good. So I'm going for Vettori.
I would say Adesanya would probably get this one. Probably. Figueroa Moreno, that's the one I'm looking forward to.
Moreno.
I'm going for the crazy eyes guy.
Oh, you're going for Figueroa? You're going for the champ?
Yeah.
Figueroa?
Yeah, his eyes
Oh,
creep me
man,
out.
I'm leaning Figueroa too.
Me
I think
too.
Moreno is going to give such a great fight. I just, watching the first fight, Figueroa had more of the power than Moreno. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. That's delicious as heck, huh?
I finished it.
You finished it.
Damn it.
Dang, in an episode. That's nice.
I wish I could have some.
It was delicious.
I don't know. The co-main event fight, I have no idea who's going to win. But I'm kind of leaning for Figueroa.
Life or death. You have to pick one right now. Life or death.
Life or death.
This is the thing.
Right
Moreno,
now.
You have a gun pointed to your dome. Who do you pick? And you have to pick someone right now. You have 5 seconds. 5,
All right, we play.
4.
Hold on.
3, 2, 1. You're dead.
Figueroa.
You did. There you go.
But the thing is, Moreno fights like it's his last fight, though. That's how he
And
fights.
that sounds like he should all fight.
Man,
A lot of people don't go in with that lack of fear.
yeah, he has that old school Mexican mentality of just going in there and just for putazos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
That's how it has to be, though.
Yeah. Third fight. This is where obviously we're Diaz fans here.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
But if you were to bet, let's say $1,000.
Oh, yeah, I'm picking Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'm sorry. Just because for the simple fact that it takes a couple rounds for Nate to get warmed up.
Yeah.
And he has that same cut that just continuously gets opened up. He hasn't fought in a while. There's just so many extenuating factors that make me concerned. But since I'm not a betting man and I'm an emotional man, I'm picking my dude, Nate Diaz.
Yes, sir.
I
209. Stop.
100% agree with your analysis right there. Diaz, fan favorite. I'm always going to pick Nate Diaz, but I don't have money on this fight. So that's why I'm picking Nate Diaz.
Yeah. I mean, we're just trying to...
If you're betting, man, Leon Edwards is probably the safer bet.
We're just trying to make sure we're being clear and concise for you
Yes.
guys. If you're going to go off of our opinions and our visions and our perception, if we're betting men,
Yes.
we are not betting that Nate Diaz. But since we're not betting men today, we're picking Nate Diaz.
How do you
Yes.
think Nate Diaz is going to win?
If
By a
he
Stockton
wins,
slap.
Imagine he does that at the sound of the first round bell.
Ooh, he might. He
Slaps
might.
him.
you might. If I'm gonna pick Nate Diaz to win, and if he wins, he's gonna win up against the rope. He's gonna have Leon Edwards on the clinch. Somehow they're gonna get in some kind of weird scuffle, and Nate Diaz is gonna get top
TKO.
position on the ground. It would be submission. As what I would think. It would be a submission to Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I feel it would be
Same.
a submission
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. I don't think he would win by knockout. It would be submission. Leon Edwards could win by knockout, though.
You can.
You know what? I wouldn't say knockout like, oh, Nate Diaz just got KO'd, put to sleep, and he's in the... No. I think TKO, Furia punches, maybe up against a
Maybe an
fence.
early
and the ref
stoppage.
Something like that.
Okay. Early stoppage.
Something like that, yeah.
All
I
right.
can see that. But... I don't know. I'm excited to see this whole card, though.
Either way,
super
this
pumped. Either
is
way.
house money. We are good. We are
Yeah.
ready for a pay-per-view from the UFC. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a month.
It's been a month,
We're
so
ready.
we're ready. We're ready. I didn't pay for the last pay-per-view, so...
I couldn't
Because
tell
it was
you when's
free.
the last time I paid.
No, which was the Mayweather Logan Paul. I didn't pay for that. I just saw the Instagram highlights, and that was it.
Couldn't tell you
Uh-huh.
when's the last time I paid for any of that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like a Connor or John
Sure.
Jones event. I think that was probably the last.
But anyways, guys, we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. Please enjoy the fights this weekend. We're at our 50-minute mark. And what you think of the beer?
Honestly, guys, I don't drink beer. I'm not a beer drinker. I really ain't. I'll drink this again and probably again. This was really good. I've had like Irish style red ales before. This is probably the most ideal one. And if I didn't have any type of affiliation with Ringside Beer, I'd go with this one because I enjoyed the taste. It wasn't overpowering. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was crisp. And thank you for having it cold, bro. That was
Oh,
like,
absolutely. I knew you guys were going to be here today. I was like, I'll put it in the freezer for you guys.
just so you guys can hear.
Yeah, save
It's empty.
the can because that's the first production run of those cans. So
I'm
I'm
gonna
about
give
to
one to my
sign
dad.
in. No.
just have them just hanging and be like, that's the first production run. And we're going to keep on going forward with other brands. All right, guys?
Oh, yeah,
bro. Oh yeah.
All right, guys. With that being said, remember, we do have a giveaway going on. This is the last week to enter. We will announce the winner on Monday next week. We'll have the digital. Right?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and enter Stockton Slap in any of the comment sections of our Instagram or our YouTube videos. We will look it up and you're automatically entered. All right, guys? Make sure to follow, like, and comment on our videos. And shoot. Until next time.
Be ringside.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Adios.
That beer was really good, bro.
Órale.